All right, folks, welcome back. All right, today we're going to talk about, it's going to be the introduction into working with small accounts. Some of you that have been trading for a while probably don't have that problem. You probably have a little bit more money than some that just start out in this industry, but because my aim is for the first 3 months to kind of like target folks that have just now entered into the foreign exchange market or have struggled and never really seen their money grow, their chances are they're going to have a very small account. And in fact, if you don't really know what you're doing trading wise, it's actually better for you to start out initially, even after you've done work in a demo account 6 to 12 months in length. The best avenue you can do is go with a very small shoestring budget, because the shock of having financial attachment to the trades is going to be something for you to get used to. Like I did with my first teaching series back in 2010, what every new and or aspiring forex trader wants to know, I kind of like brought to light, at least in my attempts, to draw more attention to the fact that there's so much opportunity doing very little in this industry that folks get caught up in the Lamborghini, the mansions, the high lifestyle, the baller mentality. And quite honestly, there's very few people that actually live like that, not through trading. Okay, let's say it that way. Most do it through things like what I'm doing now, obviously through a paid mentorship, because it's very lucrative to do something like this. But to be able to make money and generate it and compound it, that's something that very few traders actually can do. One of two things happens. One, they quickly realize they don't know how to trade, and they self-destruct, or they do have a modest ability to turn a profit, but what happens is they see the money and they get greedy. Now, if you've paid attention, the first month of this mentorship was specifically aimed at removing your fear of missing opportunities. Almost on a daily basis, with the exception of two occasions, we saw everything that we outlined in terms of probable movement come to fruition, almost to the pip. There was a couple times it robbed me by one pip, didn't get right to my targets, but nonetheless, there's opportunities every single day. Now, it's not my aim to instill that desire to trade every single day. But as a developing trader, you should be doing something in the marketplace in your demo account to build up your experience, build up your skill set. And it's not important that you see positive results, because you're going to learn more from the negative things, because it'll draw a spotlight to where your weaknesses are. And you want to figure out what those are when you're outside the scope of risking live funds, because all that's going to do is compound and exasperate the problems. Okay, and what you'll do is you'll go into denial. Trading with live funds forces the trader, whether they're male or female, and more so with the men, you'll put a band-aid, okay, or blinders on a gaping wound in your problem of not being consistent or not even know how to trade. So this entire month is going to be aimed at, number one, building the idea of starting with a small account. And then the second half of the month, we'll be working with aiming for 10% per month. So I'm actually going to give you the foundations to how to double your money every single year with the methods that I'm going to teach throughout this week. So every day we meet this week, there's going to be 5 sessions, and it's going to be aimed at building a trading model that aims at 6% per month. Now, and there's some of you are probably saying, well, wait a minute, I'm paying good money for this now. I'm not really interested in 6%. I already know what you're thinking. Okay, trust me, just roll with me for the first week. Okay, the second week of the month, we'll get a little bit more higher up in terms of potential returns per month. But by the end of this month, you will have everything you need to go into the marketplace realistically and have all of the potential to consistently draw out 6% per month. Now, again, for some of you are new, it doesn't sound like much. It doesn't sound like I'm going to get rich real quick. And that's exactly what you need to be thinking right now. You need to be thinking, I'm not going to get rich real quick. Okay, I need to be consistent. You start with bread and butter consistency. Nobody out there goes from neophyte to super ultra rich, George Soros, Warren Buffett. It doesn't happen. That does not happen. There's a lot of growing. There's a lot of learning. There's a lot of losses between where you start and where you end up at. So I want you to think about all the opportunities we saw for the first month.